Hi guys, I'm back. Today I'm going to read 1 Kings 16 to 22, 2 Kings 1 to 2, Proverbs 23, and Psalm 89. And the word of the Lord came to Jehu, son of Hanani, against Baasha, saying, "This exalted guy that doesn't mean to be in my Hebrews. I have walked from wedge and where Hebrews had to say, make me angry with this, and behold, I will sweep away Baasha. And this house, I'll make a house like house and everyone's in here. You have belonged to Baasha, guys, and see like the dog shall you. You have his who dies in the field, the birds of hen shall you. You have sacks of Baasha, and all the days mouth, and up in the book of the Chronicles of Kings, says, Asher saw his father, was buried in the of Alice, and in his place. And the word of the Lord came by the prophet Jehu, son of Hanani, against Baasha, his house, and because they love the inside the law. He came to anger with the workers, and being like the house of Jeroboam. And this is because he destroyed it. In 26th year, Asa king of Judah, and also Baasha began to reign over his entire reign 2 years. His sons made commander of harsh check concerning that. And his Tezah drank himself drunk in the house also who was over the house of Tezah, Zimri came and struck him down. In 27th year, King Asa of Asa king of Judah, in his place he began to heresy, and he himself as he set down on the house of Baasha. He did not leave him a single male and spouse of judgments. The same is true of the house of Baasha. According to the word of the Lord, which spoke against Baasha by Jehu, all the sins of Baasha and his sins of Allah's son, which they sinned and which they made it out to sin, breaking the word of the Lord. God is to end with God. Now the rest of the acts of Allah and all they died, now read the book of the Chronicles of Kings, etc. In 1070, Asa king of Judah, Mary and 7 Nathan Tezah, and Jerusalem came to things good things were long to firstings, and Jerusalem came to Hezron. As he raised concerning his killed the king, therefore his army made the queen of Alam, king of Israel, the day and king. And away went up from the gate with Ellen to earth. Every siege said, and the rest of the state was taken and went to see the king's house and buried in the king's house of him with fire and die. For the sins that he committed during the inside of walking in the way of Jeroboam, for the sins that he committed with his sin. And there were sacrifices that made a conspiracy of enemy, and they read the book of the Chronicles of the Kings later. And people gathered divided into 2 parts, half the Hebrew folk, and 2 nurses and journalists to make them king, half the army. The Hebrew would follow army, every king, the Hebrew would follow 2 nurses and journalists. And Timothy died, and army became king. The 31st year of Asa king of Judah. Army began to reign over Israel, and he reigned for 6 years in Tezah. He brought the house of Mary from Sheba to the hills of Sodom, and fortified the hill, and called the city of David Samaria. Our name Sheba, and the army dealt with even time. Did more even than all who ever before him walked around the way of Jeroboam, son of one city of Israel to the broken book. And God is to anger by thousands, after all my day. And my day child did not revoke the Chronicles of Kings, and we sacrificed and buried some made Ahab some in his place. And then the 30th year of Asa king Jehu, Ahab's son Omri began to reign over Israel. Ahab's son Omri reigned over Israel in Samaria 22 years. And Ahab's son Omri did the other side of the book, more than all who were before him, and everything made life, and then to walk in sin Jeroboam, and the way into Christ one curse of all the daughter of Ethbal, king of Sidon. And went and served Baal and worshipped him. He erected an altar over the house of Baal, which he built in Samaria, and Ahab made an Asherah. Ahab did more to break the God of Israel, and angered all the kings of Israel who were before him. And he says, he held some Bethel, but checker. He has foundation the cost of Abraham, his firstborn, and established against the cost of his youngest son, Sigrid, according to the word of the Lord, which is spoken by Joshua, son of Nun. Now Elijah and Tishma and Gilead said to Ahab, so Lord the God of Israel, on him I thank you, shall be neither do nor reign of yours, except by my way, and the word of the Lord came to him. Apart from here, intently shall not hide yourself by the book of Cherith, which is C.Jun. You shall drink from the book. I command you to feed you. So he went and did according to word of the Lord. He went and lived by the book of Cherith, and raised C.Jun. Raised one of water in the morning. And bread and meat, and drank from the book. And after a while, the book dried up, because there's no rain anymore. And the word of the Lord came to him, Arise, go to Steph, which belongs to you and daughter. And I commanded with there to feed you. So he rode and went to Steph, and came to the gate, so behold, a woman's widow's taking axes. And he said to him, bring me the water and the rest of that I drink. And he stood and drank it. And he called to her and said, bring me a morsel of bread in your hand. And she says, the Lord your God lives, I have nothing bigger, and a handful of flour, and a jar of oil, and a jar. And now I am gathering a couple of sticks, and we go and prepare for myself there. And my son remained, and I said to do not fear. And you go and do this. And I was making a little cake of it and bring it to me. And after make something raise up, and he said, I test the Lord the God Israel. And the jar of flour shall not be spent, the jar of oil shall not be empty, until the day the Lord sends rain upon the earth, and he went into the land. He seen here in the house out for many days. And the jar of flour was not spent, neither did the jar of oil become empty. According to the word of the Lord, they spoke by Elijah. And after this son of the woman, the mistress of the house became ill. His illness was so severe there was no breath left in him. And he said to Elijah, what have you against me, neighbor? You're going to make my son took and brains into cause the death of my son. It is to give me a son and took him from our and out to our butcher. And he large and let him ascend. He was the lawyer will come upon the wheels with two messages. He can his eye and he searched himself on the chapel time. And cried to the Lord. And oh my God, let's trust off coming to him again and listen to the voice of Elijah. And they saw a lack of talking and he revived and Elijah the child brought him down from the into the house and delivered him to his mother. And Elijah said, see your son lives. And the woman said to Elijah, no, I know you may have gone, neither word of the Lord, neither the truth. And after many days the word looked into Elijah, and 30 days, and go show yourself to Ahab, I'll send rain upon the earth. And Elijah went to show himself to Ahab, and the family was against Mary. Ahab called a holy Obadiah, who was over the household. And Ahab said to Obadiah, go to the land to all the springs of water, and to all the valleys, perhaps maybe find grass and steal the horses and mules away. Not this son, the animals, so they divided the land between them and passed over. Ahab went in one direction by himself, Obadiah went in one direction by himself. As Obadiah went the way, behold, Elijah Obadiah recognized him from his face and said, is he my Lord Elijah? He had said, his eye, go tell you. Elijah said, how am I saying, how the evil guru said unto him, Ahab to kill me. As all your gods, let us in the nation of kingdom, and my Lord is not sent to see you. And they say, he is not here, take an oath of king of a nation, he is not going. And they say, go tell you, how Elijah is here. As soon as I go from you, go spirit will carry you, I know not where. And so when I come tell you, how will you come upon you? No kill me, if I used to be the Lord from my youth, and then not been told by the Lord, they do in Jezreel could the prophet. Of the Lord. Now I heard 100 men of the Lord prophets by 50, and came from the throne of the and they say, go tell your Lord, call Elijah's here, and kill me. And Elijah says, the Lord hosted is before whom I stand, I shall show myself to him today. The Ahab went to me, and Ahab went to me, Elijah. Ahab went to me, so Elijah, Ahab said to him, so you trouble Israel. You answer, I have no trouble yourself, you have your father's house. You obey the commandments of the Lord and follow the vows. And therefore send together words unto you on Mount Carmel, the 450 prophets and the 400 prophets of Mount. I shall write you at Jezreel's table. And Ahab sent all the people and gathered the prophets together Mount Carmel. So Elijah came and told the people and said, how long will you go living between two different opinions? If the Lord is going to follow him, if bow, then follow him. And the people do not answer more, but Elijah said to the people, I even know only I and the most powerful all about Baals are 450 men. And the two people who contest and let them choose one bull for themselves and cut in pieces. And they and the one put their fight to. And I've heard the other bull and they and the one put their fight to. And you will call upon the name of the Lord, call upon the name of the God who answers by fight. You got all people answers well spoken. And Elijah said to the prophets of Baal, to show yourself one bull, first. You mean, call upon the name of God and put their fire in it. And they took the bull that was going, and they fed and called upon the name of Baal from morning until noon, saying about and it's just there's no voice and no answer, and them turned the altar of the enemy. And then Elijah mocked them, saying, cried out days ago. He is music is relieving himself for his own journey, perhaps he is slain must he awaken. And cried aloud and cut themselves off their custom with swords and lances, until the blood gushed out upon them, and in the day past they braved until the time they were offering on the liberation. And there was no voice, no one answered, no one paid attention. And Elijah said to all the people, come near to me, and all the people came near to him. He appeared the ox of Elijah has been thrown down. Elijah took tossed in according to the number of tribes of Sons of Jacob. To him the word of the Lord came, saying, Israel shall be in there. Let the stones build an altar in the name of the Lord. And you build many trees about the altar as great as would contain 2 seas of sea. And you put the wood in the wood and cut the bone piece and laid it on the wood. And he said, fill 4 jars of water and pour on the battlefield on the wood. And he said, do it a second time. And they did it a second time. And he said, do it a third time. And they did it a third time. The water ran around the altar and filled the trenches with water. And time it off on the other place, and Elijah prophet came near and said, Lord God, Abraham, Isaac, and Israel. Maybe known to stay the your God, Israel. I said, and you have done all these things with your word. Answer me, O Lord, answer me. These people may know you, O Lord. O God, and you turn the heart to me. And the fire of the Lord fell and consumed the battle from the wood and stones and dust. And licked up the windows in the church. So all the people stood, they found their faces and said, Lord, who's God, the Lord, who's God. And Elijah said to him, seize the prophet about. And no one of them escaped the seas, and Elijah brought them down to the location of the Lord of them. And Elijah said to Ahab, go up, and drink for the sun, the rushing away. So Ahab went to Ahab, and Elijah went up to the top of Mount Carmel. He bowed himself down on the earth and put his face between his knees. He said to his servant, go look towards thee. He went up and looked, and said, there is nothing. He said, go get 7 times. And the 7th time he said, behold, a little cloud of man's hand is back on the sea. He said, go up, say to Ahab, prepare to and go down to the rain stopping. And while the heavens grew black with clouds and wind, there was good rain. And Ahab went to Jezreel, and the hand of the Lord was on Elijah. He gathered his garment and ran before Ahab to the entrance of Jezreel. And Ahab told Jezreel without Elijah, and how he killed the prophetess. So and Jezreel sent a messenger to Elijah, saying, so many God sees into him and was it. But don't make her life as life one, the balance time to one. He was afraid, he rose and moved for his life and came to Israel, and he was to Judah. And after so there, he himself 100 days during until one of them came and sat down under the tree. Now that he would die, saying, there is enough now, O Lord, take away. And I've heard no better than my father. And they down and stopped under the brim tree, and behold, an angel touched him and said to him, arise, and he looked, and behold, there was out of his head a cake baked on hot stones and jar of water. and he drank and lay down again. He and the Lord came again the second time and touched him and said, Arise and eat, for the journey is too great for you. Arise and eat and drink. And went in the strength of that fear 40 days and 40 nights to horror of the land of God. And they came to the cave and lodged in it, and behold, the word of the Lord came to him and said to him, What are you doing here, Elijah? He said, I have been very jealous of the Lord, the God has. The people that have forsaken your covenant, thrown down for your altar, and said, Your people and prophets would still. And I, even I, and them left, and they seek my life to take it away. And he said, Go out and stand them up before the Lord. And the Lord passed by, and they great and strong wind, and told the mountain to break in pieces of the rock before the Lord. And the Lord was not in the wind. After the wind and earthquake, the Lord was not in the earthquake. After the earthquake, fire, the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire, the sound of the light was when Elijah heard it. He had to face the crack of my ass and entered the cave. Elijah came and voice to him and said, What are you doing here, Elijah? He said, They have been very jealous of the land of God of his, and people have forsaken the covenant. But then out and cleared the parts of the storm. And I, even I, am the enemy left. And I seek one out to take it away. And the Lord said to him, Go, return your way to the wilderness in Damascus. And you shall not haze to be king of Syria. And Jehud's son named, she shall not to be king of it. And Elisha the son of Shaphan of Abel Mahol. He shall not do you prophet in your place. And when he escapes from the sword of Hazael, shall Jehu put to death. And when he escapes from the sword of Jehu, shall put Elisha put to death. He will live 7,000 years old, and these are not about to vow. Every mouth that is not kissed, and so depart from there and found Elisha the son of Shaphan, who had planned with 12 yoke oxen in front of him. He was in the 12. And Elisha passed by him and cast a cloak upon him. And left the oxen and ran after Elijah and said, Let me kiss my father and my mother. And then followed him. He said to him, Go back again, for what have I done to you? And he therefore followed him and took the yoke oxen, sacrificed and abhorred their flesh. But the yokes of the oxen gave to the people and they ate. And he arose and went after Elijah and assisted him. Then Hadad the king of Syria got all his army together. 82 kings who were with him, and horse and chariots, and he went and in Samaria and fought against them. And so messengers said to Ahab, King Azar, and said to him, Thus has been had. Your silver and your gold and mine, your best wife, returned over Samaria. King Azar answered, His son, my lord, King Ahab, knows all that I have. And the king again and said, Thus says, No, then had I sent to you, saying, Deliver to me a silver and gold. And otherwise I did nevertheless, I'll send my son to you tomorrow about this time. They shall search your house and house your sons, lay hands on what I please you and take it away. And then the king of Israel called out to the land and said, Hark now, and see how this man seeks to send from me. Why to my children for the silver and gold and refuse him. And I did not refuse all the other people said to him, Do not listen to all concerned. And I said to messengers of Ben-Hadad, Tell my lord the king, when you first demand that you shall not do, but this is I cannot do, so messengers upon it. And brought him word again, and I sent him and said, The gods who sent you the wise, they just Samaria has to face for handfuls of all the people for money. And the king is telling him that he had not heard such a song of wisdom, so I think he take us off. And Ben-Hadad heard this message, he was drinking the king's living. He had two men take the positions, and took their positions against the sea. Now the prophet came near to Ahab, King Azar, and said, Thus says the Lord, Have we seen all this great multitude? Behold, I will give it to him this day. And you shall know that I am the Lord. And Ahab said by him, He said, Thus says the Lord, the sons of the governors and districts. He said, Who shall begin the valley and to be the must send to the governors of the districts? And in 200 days, to open them, must all the people Israel 7,000. When I knew, while Ben-Hadad was drinking himself drunk in the bodies, he and the 32 kings who helped him, servants of the governors, served and judicial nothing. And they had not sent on scarce, and they appointed him. Then they come up from Samaria, and they said, If they come up for peace, take them life. They come up for war, take them life. So these went out of the city, servants of the governors and districts, and armed their father. They struck down his men, and Satan's fled, and Israel pursued them. And Ben-Hadad king of Syria escaped on a horse with horsemen. And King Israel went out and struck their horses and chariots, and struck the cities with great blood. And the prophet came into King Israel and said to him, Come and strike yourself. And consider what we have to do, for the spirit of the king of Syria will come out against you. And the sons of the king of Syria said to him, The gods of gods are in the hills. And so they were stronger than we, and us to fight against them in the fight. Israel shall be stronger than they do this. Remember the king of Israel's place, big commands in their place, and must not army like the army that you have lost. Horse for horse, and chariot for chariot, they will fight against them in the fight. And Israel shall be stronger than they. And listen to their voice and do so. And the spring Ben-Hadad mustered Syria and went up to Aphek to fight against Israel. Then he put his own muster and put and went against them. He put his own camp pulled them like two little foxes goats, with the cities for the country. And the man of God came in and said to King Israel, Thus says the Lord, and even the saints said, The Lord the God of the house, but he is not God of the gods. And he forgave all the great multitude into your hand. And shall know that I am the Lord. And camped up 7 days by 7 days. On the 7th day the battle of Jun, who was struck down the city, 100 foot soldiers in 1 day. The rest fled into the sea of Africa, and the war fell upon 27,000 men who were left. And Hadad also fled and entered in the sea. And so said to Behold, now we have heard that the kings of the houses are merciful kings. And let's put sackcloth around our waist and robes on their heads, and go out to the king of Israel. Now to us be alive, so they tie sackcloth around their waist, and put robes on their heads. And to the king of Israel, the son of Ben-Hadad says, Please let me live. He said, Does he still live? He is my brother. No, we all watching closely. And took it out from them and said, There's your brother Ben-Hadad. And he said, Go bring him. And Ben-Hadad came out to him, and caused him to come out into the chariot. And Ben-Hadad said to him, The cities that my father took from your father I saw. And he sacked them, and stopped his bazaar, so he sold in Damascus. And he parled in Samaria, he himself like Ugo in these times. He made come up with him and Graham. They should have made the sons of prophets said to his fellow at the command of the Lord. Strike me first, and they refused to strike him. And they said to him, because you did not obey the voice of the Lord. As soon as you depart from your I shall strike you down. As soon as he departed from him, a lion met him and struck him down. He found another man and said, strike me first. And the man struck him and wounded him. So the prophet departed and waited for the king by the way to sky himself the bandage over his eyes. As the king passed, he cried to the king and said, "Yo, someone went out into Mr. Devour. The Lord started to turn and broke out into and said, God's name, or if by any of those things, life shall be for his life. The Lord shall pay 10 silver. The son was busy here and there, she was gone. He said, the king is said to you, and so shall judgment be. And he yourself decided, and he had to take the bandage away from his eyes. And the king Israel recognized. And that's all the prophet. He said to him, "This is the Lord, because my God, had made him a divided instruction. The king of life shall be for his life, and people for his people." And King Israel went to his house of excellence and came to Samaria. And now the judgment had a vineyard in judgment. And so that place Ahab king of Samaria, and after this Ahab said to Naboth, "Give me a vineyard, that I may have it for a vegetable garden." And because his name has no good a vineyard for it. The Philistines could take good its value in money. Then Naboth said to Ahab, "Lord forbid, I should give you the inheritance of my fathers." And Ahab went into his father's fix and Solomon. He was a what Naboth the judge of life. And said to him, "Please, I'll give you the inheritance of my fathers." And then lay down and spent and turned away his face and would eat nothing. And Jezebel's wife came to him and said to him, "Why is your spirit so vexed that you eat nothing?" He said to him, "Because I spoke to him now and judge your land, and to give me a vineyard for money, or I said, I'll give you another vineyard for it. I shall not give you my vineyard." And Jezebel's wife said to him, "Yea, now govern Israel, rise and be better and let your heart be cheerful. I'll give you the vineyard, now I'll judge it. So you should bear letters, and I have a seal with the seal." And she sent the letters to elders and those who live in Naboth in the sea. And he received wrote in the letters, proclaim the fast, and said, "Naboth, the head of the people," and set 2 worthless men opposite him, and nothing bring a time against him, saying, "You have cursed God and the king, and take a man stoned to death." And then see the elders and those who live in the sea did Jezebel, and sent word to, as it was written in the letters, and that she had sent to him, they proclaimed the fast and said, "Naboth, the head of the people." And 2 worthless men came and sat opposite him. And the worthless men brought a charge against Naboth in the presence of the people, saying, "Naboth has cursed God and the king, and take him outside the city, and stoned him to death with stones." And they sent to Jezebel, saying, "Naboth has been stoned, he is dead." And as soon as Jezebel heard that Naboth had been stoned and was dead, Jezebel said to him, "Alright, take the share of the vineyard, and Naboth judge it alive. Do you refuse to give you for money?" And Naboth is not alive, but dead. As soon as Ahab heard that Naboth was dead, Ahab rose, go down to the vineyard, and Naboth judged it alive to take possession of it. Then the word of the Lord came to Elijah and 2 spies, saying, "Alright, go down to meet Ahab the king Israel, who is in Samaria. Behold, he is in the vineyard in Naboth, and he is going to take possession. And you shall say to him, Thus says the Lord, have you killed those to take possession? And you shall say to him, Thus says the Lord, in the place of dogs lift up the blood, and Naboth shall dogs lift your own blood." And Ahab said to Elijah, "Have you found me, O my enemy?" He answered, "I have found you, because you have sold yourself to do what you in the sight of the Lord. And I will bring disaster upon you, I will utterly burn you, I will cut off from Ahab, even the apple of the fingers. And I will make a house like the house of Jeroboam, son of Nebat, and like the house of Baasha, son of Hedor, for the end to which you provoked me. And he made deserts, and there was Jezebel the Lord has just said, and the dog shall eat Jezebel with him. And it wasn't Jezebel, and how long to Ahab died in the sea. The dog shall eat, and no one of his dies, the catch the bread to him shall eat. Ahab had these ways, the toys got and put sacks of flesh. Last and they suckled him whenever directly. When the Lord came to Elijah to his brother, saying, "Have you seen how Ahab has humbled himself for because he's humbled himself for and not bring disaster in his days. His son's days will bring disaster upon his house. And 3 days together they shall continue without one. The 30 years Jehoiakim king of Judah came down to King Caesar. And the king of Israel said to his sons, "You need the land that belongs to us. And you quiet and take it out of the hand you can see King Assyria." He said to Israel, "Will you go with me to the battle belongs to God?" Israel said to King Israel, "I am as you are, my keepers will be my horses your horses." Israel said to King Israel, "Quiet have first the word of the Lord." And the king Israel gathered the prophets together, about 400 men. I said to them, "Shall I go up to battle this realm with good, or shall I refrain?" And instead go up from Lord into the hand of the king. And Jehoiakim said, "Is there not here another prophet of the Lord, if you remain quiet?" And King adjusted to Jehoiakim, "Is there one man by whom you remain quiet for the Lord? My king is son in law, but I hate him, for he never prophesies good concerning me." But even Jehoiakim said, and the king said so. And the king just summoned officers said, "Bring quickly my king is son in law." And the king is in Jehoiakim, king of Judah, with him on their front, wearing their robes, and thrusting forward and should be Samaria. How the prophets were conversing before them. And Zedekiah's son Jun made himself hold on and said, "Thus is the Lord, that days you shall push the Syrians until they destroy." And the prophets prophesied, saying, "Go to Ramoth and Gilead, and Lord give into the hand of the king." A messenger who went to son Micah said to him, "Behold, the words of the prophets with one God favourable to the king. Yea, whether be like the word of one, and speak favourably." And Micah said, "As the Lord lives, what the Lord says to me, thou ask me." And he come to the king said to him, "Micah, shall we go to Ramoth, go to Ramoth, shall we afraid?" And he said, "Go up and try, for the Lord give into the hand of the king." And the king said to him, "How many times shall I make a swear that you speak to me nothing but truth and living?" He said, "I saw Israel scattered on the mountain, and sheep that have no shepherd." And the Lord said, "These are no master, that each returns his home in peace." And the king Israel said to Jehoshaphat, "Do I not hear not prophecy good concerning me, but evil? And in my case, therefore hear the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord say today, and the Lord has saying, because everyone's back and one's left. And the Lord said, who untasted a hill that he may go out and 4 hours daily? The Lord said one thing, and the Lord said another, and the Spirit came forth and stood before him, and the Lord said, no one touched it. And the Lord said to by what means? He said, I'm going, and will be a line spinning the mouth of the Lord's prophets. And he said, you are to untouch, and you shall go out and do so. And therefore, behold, the Lord put a line spinning the mouth of all these prophets. And the Lord has declared it also on you for you. And Zedekiah's son Shemaiah came near Israel, and Micaiah and Judah said, how does the Spirit of the Lord go for me to speak to you? And Micaiah said, behold, you shall see on that day. You go into an inner chamber, tie yourself in, and the king says, sees Micaiah. So he came back to Amon, the governor of the city, and to the rest of the kingdom. Say, thus says the king with his father, and if he need a ration and bread and water, and to come in peace. And Micaiah said, if you return in peace, the Lord has not spoken by me. And I say, hear, all you people. So the king is under Jehoshaphat, king of Judah, went around the king. The king is just said to Jehoshaphat, I disguise myself from going to battle. You wait your road, and the king isn't disguised himself from going to battle. And the king of Syria commanded those who captains of chariots to fly with me this morning, okay? And the king is and the captains of chariots saw Jehoshaphat, and they said, Israel, the king is and they said, turn to fight against him. And Jehoshaphat cried out, and the captains of the chariots saw that now the king is. They turned back from pursuing him. They said, the man drew his bow right, and struck the king is between the scale and the breastplate. And the emperor said to the driver of his chariot, turn away and carry me out of the battle. I am winning. The battle continued that day, and the king was brought down, and his chariot facing swords, and doing even he died. And the blood of the wind flowed into the bottom of the chariot. And about sunset, cry went through the army. Every man to a sea, every man to his country. So the king died, was brought to Samaria. And they buried the king in Samaria, and washed the chariot by the pool in Samaria. And dogs licked up his blood, and the prostitutes washed themselves in it. Going to where the Lord they had spoken, none of us acts they have in all they did. And the every house they built, and the cities they built. I had not written the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel. So he had dealt with his fathers, and Hazael his son reigned in his place. There was fat son Asa began to reign. In the 4th year of Ahab, Jehoshaphat 35 years old, he began to reign, and 25 years old. His name was Israel, but George showing he walked in all the way of his father. He did not turn aside from it, doing he was recognized as the high priest would not take them away. People still sacrificed meat offerings on the high places. And Israel also made peace with the king of Israel. And the rest of it, and so Jehoshaphat was bound to Israel. He ate war, and not written the book of the Chronicles of Kings of Judah. And then he extended the Roman compassion to remain the days of his father Asa. There was no king in Edom, and deputy was king. Joshua made his ships and Tarshish to go to a faithful God. They did not go, his ships were wrecked as he could. And Hazael's son Ahab sent to Joshua. Now my son go to 17 ships, and Joshua was not one. Joshua stabbed his father, buried his fathers, and seated David's father. Jehovah's son reigned in his place. And Hazael's son Ahab began to reign over the Samaria in the 17th year of Jehoshaphat, king of Judah. He reigned 2 years over Israel. He divorced him with the son of the walked in the way of his father, in the way of his mother, in the way of Jeroboam the son of Nebat. He made Israel to sin, he settled down wisdom and broke the Lord, the God of Israel, to anger in every way that his father had done. 2 Kings 1-2. After the death of Ahab, rebelled against Israel. Now Hazael fell through the last in his upper chamber in Samaria, and they said, he fell at the same as his time. But inquire about the God of Ekron, whether I shall overcome from sickness. And his Lord said to Elijah, the chase by Elijah, go to meet the messengers of the king of Samaria. It's because there's no God in this, they are doing it to inquire to about Baal, the God of Ekron. And therefore thus this day shall not come down from the bed to his corner, and shall show die, so Elijah went. And so sent to return to the king, and said to him, why have you returned? They said to him, they came over to me, and he said to us, go back to the king, and said to him, thus says the Lord, it is because there is no God in this, and listening to inquire about the God of Ekron. Therefore he shall not come down from the bed to which you corner, he shall surely die. I said to him, what kind of man was he who came to me and told you these things? He wore a garment of hair with a belt of leather around his waist. He says, Elijah testified. And the king said to him, Captain 50, there was 50. He ran to Elijah, was sitting on top of him, and said to him, man of God, the king says, come down. And Elijah answered the captain 50. If I am a man of God, that fire come down from heaven, consume you in your 50. And fire came down from heaven, consumed him in his 50. And the king said to him, another captain 50, about 50. And he answered and said to him, man of God, this is the king's order, come down quickly. Elijah answered, if I am a man of God, let fire come down from heaven, consume me in your 50. And if fire God came down from heaven, consumed him in his 50. Again the king sent the captain of the third 50 to his 50, and the third captain 50 went up, and came and fell on the stage before Elijah and entreated him. And man of God opposed that my life, and life these 50 stones of yours be precious in your sight. And the whole fire came down from heaven, consumed the 2 former captains of 50 and the 50. Now may our life be precious in your sight. And the angel of the Lord said to Elijah, go down with him, don't be afraid of him. So he rose and went down with him to the king, and said to him, thus says the Lord, because you say I should inquire about them with the God of Ekron. Is it because there is no God in Israel to inquire this way? Therefore he shall not come down from the bed to which you are gone, which shall surely die. So died according to what the Lord that Elijah spake, and Jehoram became king of the persons second year. And of Jehoram's son Jehoshaphat, king of Judah, because Ahaz and Israel. And the rest of the acts of Hazael the are not in the book of the Chronicles of Kings of Israel. And the Lord was about to take Elijah up to him by a whirlwind, and Elisha will on their way from Gilgal. And Elijah said to Elisha, please stay here, for the Lord sent me as far as Bethel. And Elisha says, Lord, this, as you suffer, I will not leave. So he went up to Bethel. The sons of Proverbs were in Bethel came out to Elisha. And said to him, do you know that today the Lord will take away your master from over you? He said, yes, I know. Keep quiet. Elisha said to Elisha, please stay here, for the Lord sent me to Jericho. He says, Lord, live till you suffer, I will not leave you. So he came to Jericho, the sons of Proverbs who were at Jericho, drew near to Elisha, and said to him, do you know that today the Lord will take away your master from over you? He answered, yes, I know. Keep quiet. Then Elijah said to him, please stay here, for the Lord sent me to C.Jun. And he says, Lord, live till you suffer, I will not leave you. The two of them went on, the 50 men, the sons of prophets, as someone said, some distant from them. His boat was standing by the Jordan, and Elijah took his cloak and bowed down and took the water. And the waters parted one side to the other, so two of them could go and Jericho. And then crossed Elijah said to Elisha, ask what I shall do for you, before I am taken from me. And Elijah said, let there be a double portion of your spirit on me. And he said, you have asked a hard thing, yet if you see me as I am being taken from me, it shall be so for you. If you do not see me, it shall not be so. And as they still went on, talked the whole chariot to find horsemen, and some fire separated two of them. And Elijah went up by a well and into him. And Elisha saw him and cried, my father, and the chariot is his horsemen. He saw him no more. And he took hold of his own clothes and tore them in two pieces. He took up the cloak of Elijah, therefore from him, went back and stood on the bank of the Jordan. Then he took the cloak of Elijah, and therefore from him and struck the wood, saying, where's the Lord God is? And he struck the water was hard to the sides of the hour. And Elisha went over, and the sons of prophets who had Jericho saw him opposite them. They said, Spirit of Elijah will rest on Elisha. And he came to me when about to go before him. And I said to him, behold, now they are with the son of fear to show me. He let them go and seek him lastly. Maybe the Spirit of the Lord called him out, then it cost him upon some matter, went to some fire. And he said, you shall not say. And he urged him till he was ashamed. He said, saying, then he sent therefore 50 men. And for 3 days they saw him dignified, and they came back to him while he was staying at Jericho. And said to him, did I not say to you, do not go? And then the man said to Elisha, behold, the situation of the sea is present. After the Lord sees the waters bad, and the man is unfruitful. And he said, bring me a new bowl and put salt in it. So he brought it to him, and he went to spring of water and threw salt in it. Thus says the Lord, I healed this water. From now on, neither death nor miscarriage shall come from it. And the water's been healed over for this day. Going to where that Elisha speaks, so they went out from there to Bethlehem, held going to bed. Some small boys came out saying, Jun, saying, God be aboard it, God be aboard it. And 10 men saw him cast him in the name of the Lord. And 2 shoebears came out of the wood, 42 of the boys, whom they went from their common, and they hid in Samaria. Proverbs 23. When you sit down to eat with the Lord, observe carefully what's before you. Pay knife to your food comes appetite. Do emphasize delicacies for deceptive food. They are told to acquire wealth, but his sending emphasis is, well, as long as it is God, for some expressed weeks, one for you told him, to eat the bread of man, stingy, do not despise delicacies for his like one who is aimed at the calculate. He and drink says, because heart's not with you, or vomit with them also you, and I wish it was otherwise. You speak to the hearing of fool, for he was surprised to good sense he was, and when the ancient man on your father says, move enter the fields of fathers, but they redeem it strong, he will clearly cause against you. Apply a hand to instruction here to words and knowledge, and who thought to fruit a child, who track with the royal, and not die, who check the royal, stay with from shore. If I was wise, my heart will be glad. It must be always all in the secret way. And really heart every since they continue to favor all the day. So whether it's future and your heart be not be cut off. Near my son and be wise and direct the heart in the way. They are not one of drunkard, so among glad in the season. And drunkard and the glad and will come to pardon and stumble cut them back. So his dear father gave you. You don't despise your mother and shields up by truth and doing so. I with him instruction and stand. The father right to get it rejoice. He fathers on my son will be on him. Let the father and mother be glad. The hair boy rejoice. And son, give me a heart, let your eyes observe my lips. So he prostrated in deep pain. Now adulterers is now watching like him like a robber. He increased in chairs among them. His word, whose sorrow, whose strife, whose complaint, whose wounds without cause, whose redness arise. Those tarry long over mine, those go to try next one. Do not look at my lips very, and the moon sparkling and colour goes down sweetly. And the end bites like a sermon, sings like an adder. And also strange things are hard to perverse things. You'll be like one of us and mysticity. Like one of the rising top of a master shopping outside I was not hard to be, I did not feel it. When I'm lying awake, I must have another drink. I so steps love for love forever, with them, I'll make my ideal faithfulness all generation. Instead, steps love will be love forever. The heavens do it with so much faithfulness. And you say, I'll need a cuddle nature and mine, so to do with my son. Now, I was asking for a little bit, stand for a generation. The hands praise one civil. The faithfulness and the same with holiness. And in the skies can be compared to love among heavenly beings like the Lord. You go greatly to fear the counsel of the holy ones, and also among all who are in it. And love on the house is mighty as you are. Your faithfulness will reign the roof of wisdom and sea. And his ways right, you still, and you crush my hair like a cock, his sky and his very mighty. Heaven to you, so it is yours. The world and all that is in your found, the north and south you created. Table and heaven and joyously praising you over mighty arm, shoulder to hand, your higher right hand. Righteousness and justice are the foundation of everything. Ourselves and faithfulness go before the blessed people know that your vast share. They walk alone, mighty affairs, he is right in the aim all the day. And the righteousness are exalted, and the glory of thy strength, and your favor the horns exalted. And shield belongs to the Lord, King the Holy One Israel. Now for all respect and vision to your godly ones, and grant help to one of his mighty, and exalted one church of his people. I found David my servant, if my holy Lord I will anoint him. If thy hand shall be established with him, my arm is to strengthen him. The enemy shall not with him, the wicked shall not humble him. How curses for his performance shall under his hand, my faithfulness, my stubbornness shall be with him. And my name shall scorn be exalted. That says hand on the sea, and his right hand on the rivers, he shall cry to you, O my Father. And God and the rock of my salvation, and make him the festival. I stood against the earth, and his steps will keep firm forever. And I come now will stand firm for our salvation is altering forever, and 36 days in it. 39 days in it. There is a children forsake the law. And they don't walk on to my mercy, and follow my statutes, and they don't keep my commands. And I'll punish their transgression with the rod, and their iniquity stripes. And I will not remain from him my Sabbath, I will be false to my faithfulness. And I will not violate my covenant, or to the word that I went forth from my lips. Not for I sworn by my holiness, I am not lying to you. Not things shall endure forever, stand as long as the sun before me. Like the moon shall be established forever, faithful in the sky. The narrow cast and rejected, you are full of wrath against him, unto you denounce it in the covenant with your son. You to fill the kind of dust. And you praise so as well as you lay strong hands in burn. Nor we pass by upon them, he has become the scorn of your neighbors, and you exalted by him in his place. He made it by enemies rejoice to his tender courageous. He not made a sin about you, made his bones to seas and cast the antique. You have cut short days, and you covered in machine. How long ago we hide self forever, how long will you burn like fire? And how short my name times, and what vanity you create, O children. What man can live, never see, I think the bird is soft and powerful. And the Lord, where is his steps level, always by a faithful sword today? And the Lord has done to mock, never be in my heart, the insult of all the men and nations. No to enemies mock the Lord, was no mock the footsteps in, unto blessed be the Lord forever, amen, amen. And as and I shall not do Lord's prayer, Father, I have be in him. You're going to come, you done that is in heaven, give us today, forgive us our sins, if we are debtors. There's no temptation of this evil one, feels the kingdom, power, and glory forever, amen. See you tomorrow, bye.